Hello Aquarius, welcome to your reading. Thank you for tuning in and I hope you are all well. It's Monday the 15th of June 2026. Gonna do you guys a reading, get you guys some messages and see what you've got going on. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. So what messages do we have for Aquarius? What does Aquarius need to know? Seems you have quite a few messages, Aquarius. 2 from the top, 2 from the bottom, and you have the 7 of Cups in reverse that came out, and Strength in the upright that flipped out. So let's get some order here. Are you trying to get some order in a situation, dear Aquarius? Oh, this is going to be quite a long reading, perhaps. Strength in the upright, 7 of Cups in reverse, the 7 of Swords in the upright, the 10 of Swords in the reverse, the 9 of Wands in the reverse, and the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Whew, you need some strength for this little lot, Aquarius. Okay, you are trying to be courageous, brave, because there is something going on that is tearing or wearing you down, should I say, leaving you confused, possibly some deception. Someone's being a bit sneaky or strategic. Perhaps you're having to be strategic as you deal with all of this. There's been some sort of deception or betrayal that you're in recovery from, and you're hoping to see light at the end of the tunnel. You're healing or trying to heal and come to a more positive place, but you feel very deflated and defeated by this. You've put a lot of effort into something that you're not seeing anything sort of materialize from. For all your efforts, you're not getting much back from whatever this is, and you're kind of feeling, well, a bit done for with it all by what I'm seeing, but you're trying to remain courageous and keep control and focus, trying to keep your inner strength at a high in order to deal with whatever this is. So let's see what this all might be about for you, Aquarius. Why is Strength here for Aquarius? Knight of Wands in the upright and the Devil. Oh, goody gumdrops. There's something here that's having a negative impact on your life or on this situation. You're quite attached to this, or there's something here that you're quite attached to that's having some sort of hold over you or holding you back in some way. You're wanting to take action. You're feeling quite passionate about something, quite attached to something. You're putting all your might, your courage, your power into this because it's something you really want, but you don't seem to be getting very far from the rest of the cards that I can see. You might be, well, you're feeling betrayed by something, but you're still holding on to it, is what I'm seeing. Okay. Why is the 7 of Cups here in reverse for Aquarius? The Moon in reverse and the Hanged Man. So yeah, you're kind of just hanging, trying to see it from a perspective. You're very confused about something here, Aquarius, or fearful. You're trying to separate the reality from the fantasy, trying to see things clearly. You're trying to stay focused, but your inner, are you putting a brave front on something here? But inside you're absolutely in turmoil over this. You're very confused, you're very fearful, you're overthinking it, and you're also wondering whether to just let it go. You're feeling so defeated by it, but you can't let it go because the devil is there and he's got you held. Okie dokie. Why is the Seven of Swords here for Aquarius? The Fool in the upright and the Four of Cups in reverse. New beginnings. Yeah, it's like you're wanting to let this go, Aquarius. I think you're seeing or trying to see the bigger picture here, and you're realizing that this is possibly quite unhealthy. Whatever this is, it's holding you back. You're wanting to move forward, but you can't seem to let it go. There's this hope that something's going to turn round here. So you're sort of at a crossroads, I guess. And there's something here about being deceived, about a new beginning. Someone's pulled the wool over your eyes about a new beginning, or someone's being strategic or deceptive or not telling you the truth about something, and it's kind of leaving you stuck because you're looking for closure, perhaps. I'm also getting an illusion, kind of a false hope energy here. Why is the Ten of Swords here in reverse for Aquarius? The Queen of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo or a Sagittarius, Aquarius. There's been possibly some drama. There's mixed emotions here. There's confusion. There's possibly you feel like someone's deceiving you, manipulating you emotionally. There's quite a bit here already. I'm getting that this is a messy situation and you're sort of at the point of thinking, I can't be bothered with this anymore, but you're still holding on. But you've got to ask yourself, what are you actually holding on to? Hopeful yet doubtful. And wanting to run away from it all, perhaps. Why is the Nine of Wands here in reverse? King of Swords in reverse and the Two of Cups. So there is a connection here. There could have been some harsh words exchanged with someone. I feel like there's more than two people involved in this. If there is a connection, there are other people involved. Something's been said, some sort of truth has been spoken, or someone has said something quite impulsively or caused some sort of drama. And it's all a bit of a stuck mess from what I can see already. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here in reverse for Aquarius? The Eight of Cups in reverse and the Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah, and you're still kind of hanging around this because of your heavy attachment to this person, this situation. But it's not going anywhere, and it's messy and it's toxic and it's unhealthy. Yet you're still resistant to moving on because you're waiting in hope for some sort of new beginning. And you're not sure what to do, when really I think you do know what to do, to be fair. Why is the Devil here for Aquarius? The Ten of Cups in the upright and the Lovers in reverse. You're holding out. It's like you're consumed, you're obsessed with a happy ending here. There's been a separation. There's a difficult choice to make that you're not making, or you're avoiding making. There's someone here that you have a very strong chemistry with, but I feel it's possibly a very unhealthy, well, the Devil's there, so I'm going to say that there is quite a heavy, toxic, unhealthy temptation to someone here. possibly an obsession. Now, I'm not saying in a bad, but you want this person. You want this person. It's like you're chasing a happy ending with this person. But I don't think this person is, they're not choosing you. You're waiting for them to choose you. It's like I'm not saying, I mean, it could be you, it could be them. I'm just reading the energy and it's fairly heavy, so I'm not having a go at you, Aquarius. I'm not being harsh, but it might come across harsh because that's the energy that I'm reading. Why is the moon here in reverse for Aquarius? Ace of Swords in reverse and the Two of Wands. Yeah, you're at a crossroads. Because this is, or someone's at a crossroads needing to make decisions or needing to make a decision. Perhaps there's a choice of two here for someone. But there's a lot of confusion, deception, and it's just really messy. Why is the Hanged Man here? Okay, 2 and 1 from, wow, the Empress and the Upright Justice in reverse and the Three of Swords. So there could be a third party involved here. Doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic third party, but I am getting the energy that it is. And I'll say that outright. I'm not going to hide that from you. I'm not saying that's the case for all of you, obviously. Take what resonates and leave the rest. This is a really messy situation. So there's someone here that you really want to be with. It's toxic, unhealthy. There's possibly a third party involved. Someone needs to make a decision that they're not making. There's been pain, unsure feelings, unhealthy, toxic energy. And, oh, goodness me. Why is the Fool here? 9 of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles. Trying to get out of anxiety and worry, sticking with it, being patient, waiting for this to turn around. How long have you been being patient for, Aquarius? Or someone's being very patient, persistent, persevering. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Okay, one moment. Okay, the cards just absolutely flew everywhere, so I picked them up, and I've also taken the liberty of just spreading these out a little bit because I'm trying to clear the energy in what looks like a very messy situation. I've also just got another deck, but I'm going to just clarify with this as I was going to before the cards took on a life of their own. Or the energy, yeah. This is messy, Aquarius. I think you know that. Why is the Queen of Wands here in reverse for Aquarius, please? The Sun in the upright. And the Five of Pentacles. So there's something here, yes, about wanting to be happy and wanting a happy ever after outcome. But there's also a truth here that's been spoken with the Sun, because that can also mean something coming out in the bright sunlight. You know, the sun's being shone. Excuse me. And now someone is being left out in the cold, or someone is being rejected. Why is the Knight of Cups here in reverse for Aquarius? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Six of Pentacles. There's a karmic lesson here for someone. There's something here you've got to learn about someone you're connected to. It's just very stuck. It's not going forwards, and I think there's a reason for that. Something here is not happening, and there is a reason. This is not, Karma is telling you, this is not meant to progress. Why is the Two of Cups here for Aquarius? Yeah. Yeah. You're waiting. There's a connection here with someone, but it's not progressing. the connection is there, the attraction is there, the chemistry is there, the want is there, but it's very toxic. There's something very unhealthy about this. I mean, this person could already be committed elsewhere or connected to someone elsewhere. It's very stuck. There's lack of communication. You're waiting on something. I don't know how long you've been waiting, or you're waiting on this person, but it's just not moving forward. Ten of Cups. Why is it here? Knight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So there's someone here that's very ambitious, charging ahead. That could be you wanting this outcome, or there's some quick communication that's coming. There's also an element of codependency here, waiting for validation from this person that you're wanting this outcome with. Why is the Lovers here in reverse for Aquarius? Yeah, Six of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. You're not getting back what you're giving, Aquarius, and you know that. And you're waiting for this person to choose you, and they're not choosing you for whatever reason. And you're very consumed by this. This is holding you back, and you know it is. You're not getting what you want from this person, this situation, yet you're still holding on. You're still waiting. Why is the Sun here? Page of Cups in the upright, Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is someone that's up and down with their feelings, not being truthful, not being forthright with their feelings. They're kind of, I'm getting a runner-chaser dynamic. Someone that's hot and cold with their feelings, someone that's a bit wishy-washy, someone that doesn't know what they want. They're kind of keeping you hanging around waiting. I'm seeing someone that's possibly quite emotionally avoidant. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here in reverse? Three of Swords. King of Swords. Someone that's detached, or you feel detached from you, or they've got, I'm getting possibly legal issues, but there's a decision that's been made and there is a heartbreak, a separation. But I think this is something that's been going back and forth. There's definitely a third party energy. I'm going to put these into their suits in a minute. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? What are you waiting on? The Hermit in the upright and the Six of Wands in reverse. You're waiting for this person to recognise you, appreciate you, choose you, validate you, say, yes, I want you, you're the one for me. But they're not doing it. And they're keeping themselves hidden. They're keeping themselves distance from you. They're shutting off from you. They're shutting you out. And you're waiting and waiting for this person to change their mind, to come towards you. And they're not doing it. Why is the Empress here? Three of Wands in reverse, King of Pentacles in the reverse. So waiting for your ships to come in, but they're not arriving. Waiting for something to progress, waiting for something to grow, and it's not. Someone here is possibly acting quite selfishly. Possibly acting out of their own selfish reasons. They kind of want you when they want you, and then they sort of, you know, shut themselves off from you. I'm getting someone that's non-committal, emotionally avoidant, scared to commit. Justice in the reverse. Ace of Wands in the upright. Four of Swords in reverse. Potential, but does it ever go past the point of potential? Ace of Cups in reverse. The Magician in the upright. Nine of Swords in reverse. Determined to get something back, to create something, to manifest something, to make something happen. Three of Swords. Hierophant in reverse. The Tower in the upright. Two, yeah. Let's put these into their suits. Oh, Aquarius, you might have Capricorn in your birth chart. You might be dealing with a Capricorn, because I just did a Capricorn reading, I think, yesterday, and it was about the same messy situation. There's a lot here, but there's no progression. There's a lot here, but nothing seems to progress past this mess. Someone's been at a crossroads for a very long time. There's a decision that's needed to have been made for a very long time, and it still hasn't been made. There's definitely a secret here. There's definitely a secret, and there's definitely a truth, or there's something that has come out that has caused a tower moment. Something that is hidden is now known. Someone could have communicated that truth to a third party. There's more than 2 people involved here. More than 3 people involved here. This is a very karmic, unhealthy, toxic, chaotic, stuck, stagnant. This is a real mess. To be fair, to be honest, there's a karmic lesson here that you or someone needs to learn. This is not going to happen, and I'm sorry to be harsh. This is here to teach you about what you overgive to. This is here to teach you boundaries, what you keep accepting, which is not acceptable. This is someone that is hot and cold, can't make a decision, wishy-washy. There's been a lot of passion, chemistry, temptation here, possibly an affair. There's been conflict. There's been truths being spoken. All the while, this going on, when all that needed to happen was that someone needed to make a decision, one way or the other, but they kept you hanging around, they kept you hanging on. They came in for passion, and they came in when it suited them, but when it came to the commitment, the deeper feelings, the making that decision, they couldn't do it. Had they have just made that decision, then perhaps none of this would have happened. So the question is for you, Aquarius, is why have you been sticking around so long? Because if you stay in this, then that is your choice. But you have free will. You can stay in this, or you can walk away and give yourself peace of mind. But it seems that you are codependent on this person. You are waiting for this person to choose you. But what is going to be left if this person chooses you, which I don't think they're going to, and I'm quite harsh in saying that, but this is the energy that I'm getting. After all this, what can be built from all this? Because the residue of this is going to stay. This is messy. It's conflicted. It's corrupted. It's contaminated. Again, very harsh words, but I feel at this point, Aquarius, or whoever you're connected to, could be you, could be someone you know that's going through this. My brain has just gone blank. I forgot what I was going to say. What are you holding on to? This? The choice is yours, Aquarius, as always. This is what I have for you. Hope it helped. Sorry if it was harsh, but sometimes we need the cold, hard truth. That's life. We can either stay in this, in sticky, messy situations that are holding us back from going forward, or we can go forward and do better for ourselves, want better for ourselves, and realise that we are enough. We are enough. We don't need to hang around in messy situations in order to feel validated. We know our worth. We know our value. And anything that goes below that value is not worth. It's not worth. This is a mess. I'm leaving it here. Thanks for tuning in. Lots of love till next time.